Every morning, this dog would wake up his young master in the exact same way. The servants are long accustomed to its over-the-top attitude. Nothing it does really surprises them anymore. The moment they heard the commotion heading toward the kitchen, the servants knew trouble was coming. They scrambled to hide every bit of food, making sure nothing was left out in the open. Just as they tucked away the last dish, in waltzed Buck, the notorious troublemaker. But his nose was simply too sharp. He sniffed out the food hidden in the cabinet in no time. Then he put on his best pitiful face, gazing at the servants with pleading eyes. But they had seen through his tricks long ago and promptly shooed him out of the kitchen. The reason Buck could act so bold was simple: he had a wealthy owner who spoiled him rotten. Watching his mischievous dog cause yet another scene, the master sighed and dragged him out of the room, shutting the door before Buck could sneak back in. But that wasn't about to stop Buck. He headed for the window, his usual way in. This time, however, the master cut him off, begging him to behave just for one day. It was his birthday after all. But Buck had no intention of behaving. His eyes locked onto the birthday feast the servants had prepared. Staring at all that delicious food, he couldn't help but lick his lips. Before long, Buck sauntered over to his master with a chicken leg dangling from his mouth. One look at it, and the master knew something was terribly wrong. Sure enough, when he rushed to the dining room, the table was a complete disaster. The master let out a helpless sigh, then pried the last remaining chicken leg from Buck's jaws. That night, as punishment, Buck was made to sleep outside. But what the master never could have imagined was that this decision would mean he'd never see Buck again. Hidden in the nearby woods, dog thieves had been waiting for just such an opportunity. They lured Buck into a crate with food, then slammed the door shut. Buck tried desperately to escape, but no matter how hard he struggled, he couldn't break free. The dog traders loaded Buck onto a train and shipped him off to the frozen wilderness of the north. There, he was thrown into a cage, put on display for buyers. Thanks to his powerful build, a man quickly took interest in purchasing him, and so Buck found himself with his second owner, a husband and wife who worked as mail carriers. At first, the wife didn't care for Buck. She figured he was nothing more than a pampered pet, unfit for pulling a sled. Little did she know, Buck would one day save their lives more than once. A few days later, Buck began his new job. At first, he hated the harness strapped around him and struggled to adjust to the work. Every time he tried to pull the sled, he'd trip over himself. Just when he started keeping up with the team, a wild rabbit caught his eye. He bolted after it, veering off course and dragging the entire sled team down a slope. The other dogs grumbled and complained about Buck, and he hung his head in shame. But the husband didn't scold him. Instead, he encouraged Buck not to give up and reminded him of the importance of teamwork. With that support, Buck gradually found his place on the team. Even though the lead dog, a husky, often gave him a hard time, things went smoothly enough. They always managed to deliver the mail to town on time. By evening, Buck's first day on the job was done. But when dinner was served, the husky threw his weight around as the leader, snatching the food right out of a golden retriever's mouth. The golden retriever lowered his head, defeated. When Buck saw this, he did something unexpected. He gave up his own dinner to the golden